Good morning, good morning. I can see you, Jeanette. And I just answered a message from Irmgard because I forgot to write on my page this morning that we are walking today. So, yeah, I completely forgot. But here I am down at Sanquhar, and yes, it's like a winter wonderland. You can see the road is passable, and half of the loch is definitely frozen. You can see it over there. And the swans that were walking on the ice, they're way over the other side. They found a little creek of water. Ah, hello Diane. Welcome, welcome. I was just apologizing because I forgot to put on my Facebook page that we were walking today, but I presume everybody knows that we're walking. But at the moment we just have Diane and Jeanette, and I think Irmgard will be on in a minute. But yeah, the frozen lake here, and we'll probably end up here as well. But I have a friend with me, Rosie, who looks like she's hiding behind a tree at the moment. But yeah, a lot of snow. It hasn't snowed again, but this morning it was minus 3.5 as I drove into Forest. And yeah, so the snow is definitely lying, and it's also become quite icy. But yeah, it's lovely. It definitely, somebody said last week how much it clears up the world. Ah, hi Irmgard. Welcome. You hear that lovely crunchy sound. Ah, Maggie. Is it snowing in Glasgow? Lots and lots of snow here. And much has turned to ice. Rosie has got her spiked shoes on, and I've got my hiking boots on. So today we are walking with the quality of depth. I have been doing a deep dive inwards myself this winter, and for those of you in the southern hemisphere, hello Phoenix, Judy, anybody else down there in the south, you might be diving deep into the water. I'm diving deep into my inner life, into my soul, into my purpose, into my consciousness. Ah, Lauren, hi. Have you got a lot of snow over there in Chicago? And here we are. So I'm at Sanquhar, in case you hadn't realised. The swans are way over in the distance. Oh, Peter, hello. Oh, no snow in Yorkshire. I hear that people down Bromsgrove way, Worcester way, have got a lot of snow. But anyway, so frozen Sanquhar. But now I'm going to take us across the road and down through the lovely Birth Canal. And Rosie's found somebody.
Out towards Noah's Ark. Yeah, Noah's Ark.
Here we go. It is very thick. Look. Yeah, here we are. Some greenery. Oh, Detroit, sorry, not Chicago. And no snow. It was minus 11 up in Aviemore in the Cairngorms last night. And yeah, as I said, a lot of the pathways have turned a bit icy, but here I am. Now, this used to be called the New Path when the people made this into a path. So in we go. A lovely little walk through this beautiful tunnel of loveliness. And thank you for those of you who came on the Zoom on Wednesday. It's always lovely once a month to meet some of you face to face and hear what's happening in your lives. It was a very tender, heartfelt Zoom. As life happens, and I'm rereading Eckhart Tolle's A New Earth probably the best book about the evolution of consciousness and how to raise our own consciousness. The best book there is. Hi, Susan. And I've forgotten why I told you I was going to tell you that, that I'm reading A New Earth. We were talking about the Zoom and tenderness. Oh yes, and what happens in life. That's right, Eckhart Tolle was talking about being in the now and not resisting. Our suffering comes from resisting the present moment. So whatever is happening to you, there is a need for allowing. Look at this. Oh, I find Eckhart the most clear writer on all things spiritual. On if you've just come on, we're walking with the quality of depth today. And I chose that specifically because this winter is just, for me, something about going deep. It's like the horizontal axis is the life of form, what happens in our lives, the content. And the vertical axis is depth of the soul, beyond the form, into the formless, the unseen. And that's what's really taking my attention at the moment. Noticing the foibles of my ego and laughing and compassion, feeling compassion for it. But it's so lovely to see you all. I can see there's some more people come on here. Yeah, there's a bit less snow than there was here the other day, but it's still great. Germany's got a lot of snow. Anyway, we're starting to narrow in here. Narrowing in and going deep. And there's just this wonderful stillness. Beautiful, still serenity. I have to watch myself though, it's pretty slippery underfoot. So here we enter the birthing canal. What wants to be birthed in you, renewed in me, let go of in me. It's great, isn't it? We need to go single file through here. And Eileen says today, she says, try not to be bowed down by the worries of the world, because if you do let yourself be bowed down, you'll just become part of the chaos and the confusion. What we all need to do is to ramp up our own light, to increase our own radiance. We've lost Rosie. She was talking. But look, what a lovely entanglement here of branches and boughs and trunks, and look at that. Who else have we got? Oh, Bonnie, hello. Have you got snow in Milwaukee? Ah, Kendall. Yes, lots of different sorts of snow. And Rebecca Lynn, yay. And I want to apologise because I forgot to go to the Facebook page and say we'd be walking today. I just completely forgot. But I presumed everybody would presume that we were walking, and it's still at 3 o'clock for a couple more weeks. I think we've sort of added on about 20 minutes to the end of the day here, maybe 25 minutes. But look, this is very lovely and rich and thick. Yeah, so getting back to us not adding to the chaos and confusion of the world. I think Eileen says, let your light blaze. Let our lights blaze into the world. It's a nice word, blaze. And she also reminds us in this coming week to seek all the answers from within and to be still. And her guidance says, you might have to wait a while. Look at the lovely holly. You might have to wait a while, but it will all come in perfect timing. And if it's in perfect timing, it'll be in perfect timing with the whole of creation. And she also talks about don't be too entangled or bound up with materialism, especially after Christmas, hey? She says the way of the spirit and of consciousness is more important. And it's interesting because reading Eileen and reading Eckhart Tolle, they are saying the same thing in slightly different words. They both talk about the world of form and the world of formlessness, and that life on planet Earth is a dance between form and formlessness. Now, I'm not going over the bridge because it looks very slippery, and there's a bit of a hill up there. And we've got this wonderful frozenness here. And it's all so messy and so lovely. So it's going to snow tomorrow in Milwaukee. Yeah, it's very lovely here. I still wonder, probably on the way back we'll probably find Rosie. Chatterbox, he's a chatterbox. Just coming down here. Careful, careful. Our way is, no, I haven't got yak tracks on. But my hiking boots are very good. Got a lot of traction on those. And again, another little frozen bit here. Oh, here she is. We wondered what had happened to you. I called you a chatterbox.
Hello, did you? Hello, everybody.
Anyway, Rosie's looking, again, look at her in her, show us now. Peter was just asking whether I'm wearing yak tracks. Now show us yours.
I don't know. These are Canadian yak tracks.
These are Canadian yak tracks.
They're metal,
Yes.
and they're very good grips. With
Oh, okay. And look, she's got heavy gloves on and the hat. She's got the whole kit and caboodle.
And ski poles.
And ski
Oh, well,
poles.
and walking poles.
Very good. Anyway, we're not going to go over the bridge. Not today. Hello. We're going to head back this way. Yes, we're being very careful. But it is amazing. Well, it's not amazing, actually. It's to be expected that Eckhart Tolle and Eileen Caddy's guidance are so in tune with each other. I mean, Eckhart talks a lot about the twofold reality of the universe. Things and form and the material world. And then he talks about space and spaciousness and inner spaciousness and silence. And he says there's the human, in the human being, there's the human, which is the content and what happens. And then there's the being. which is formless, which is consciousness, which is joy, which is love. And I think probably a lot of us, well, I'll talk for myself, often give too much attention to the world of form and not enough to the formlessness of life. Oh, everybody's telling you how great you look, Rosie. Look at this beautiful tree here. Isn't that gorgeous?
Isn't that lovely?
Screenshot, screenshot. Oh, beautiful. And I think Eckhart says somewhere, he says, a sane, balanced, fruitful human life is a dance between the two dimensions that make up reality, form and space. And he says space, he talks about awareness, and that consciousness and awareness, it's what's behind the thinking. Those of us who are in our heads a lot, it's good to let that go and be aware of the stillness and the space. Now here's the lovely bit. Let's just do this. Let's do this little bit of the walk very consciously. Empty our minds and just really, I don't know, be aware of the beauty and the stillness. Oh, Evelyn, hello. Just in time to walk through the birthing canal with us. We've got the frozen lake here on our right. We've got Rosie right behind, coming up at the rear. And then we've got this all to ourselves, lovelies. And look, as we go up, it's all overhead as well. Beautiful tangle. Yeah, I know this is the most narrow bit. And then we come into more spaciousness. Very lovely the way the snow highlights the form. Peter Eckhart talks a lot about time. It's all a little hard for me to get my head round the fact that time doesn't really exist. Yeah. Look, isn't that beautiful? My camera's gone on wide angle again, I notice, which has its own beauty. I guess a question for us all is how much we identify with the world of form and with the mental self-image we have of ourselves, and how authentic that is. And here we come, through, heading back to the loch, to the pond. So I hope you're all well. I hope we're all past that sort of funny time of year where we're just leaving one year behind and coming into the other, and everybody's sort of gone on holiday, or now we're getting back into the working world. No, I was hoping that the swans would be back on the back on this side of the lake so we could see them. Sort of interested whether you've made any, I don't know, what are your aims or your goals for this year? Or whether you're waiting for something to just kick in, a bit like me. Eckhart talks about an inner and an outer purpose. He says our inner purpose, the primary purpose of life, is not what we do, but what we are. Oh, look at this lovely dog. Oof. And by what we are, he means our state of consciousness. And then the outer doing purpose is a secondary purpose. He says our inner purpose is to awaken. Instead of being lost in our thinking, we recognize ourselves as the awareness behind the thinking. So here I am back at the road. Rosie's coming up at the rear. Yeah, exactly, Jeanette. The swans, let's see. Ah, they're back. Yay! Now we just have to go up the hill. It's a very lovely, sort of gracious, curvy edge to at the water's edge. Oh, look at all these birds flying away. The swans are down this way. They're coming to meet us. Wow, the snow here is quite deep and very, very pristine. Oh, look at all the ducks. Woo! Here I go down the hill. Ah, look at that. They've come to see you all, Fellowship of Lovelies. Exactly. I don't know whether Tom's on this morning. Look at that. They look so beautiful next to the snow, don't they? Hello. I don't know whether to get, I'm not quite sure where the land ends. What a lovely view. Ah, look at that. I tell you what, if you're ever feeling down or in despair, just go for a walk. Nature is just the greatest healer, the greatest uplifter. And we're part of it. We're part of it, the natural world. And there they go. Well, that was a lovely little visit, wasn't it? They're just beautiful. It is a very lovely pondscape here. Oh, look who I've got behind me, up on the hill.
It's glorious, gorgeous.
Yes, greetings to all our fine feathered ones indeed, Rebecca Lynn. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. And I was hoping to get to Blairlock maybe next Friday at 3 o'clock. But the road to there is really horrible at the moment, so I decided to do Sanquhar today. If you missed last week's one at the park, now the park has even more snow at the moment, but it's a lovely one to watch as well. Sunset's now at about 4:45 or 4:20, something like that. It's improving all the time. And it's just a lovely white world. And if you just have joined us, we're walking with the quality of depth. Don't dive deeply into this water though. But yeah, depth I think is in honor of us turning inward. Turning inward. I feel like this could be somewhere sort of in the Arctic regions. Okay, and then over there is all the frozen bit. Yeah, swans everywhere. Anyway, I think we will call it a day. I hope everything is okay where you are, and that that we can all sort of flow with the universal flow, whatever's happening. Oh, it's a very nice line of T.S. Eliot, Peter. Longer and darker the days, shorter and colder the nights. And maybe this year we can do what David Bowie used to urge young artists to do, to always go a little further into the water than you feel you're capable of being in. It's a bit like Eileen's sort of, go in beyond your depth, she says. Go in beyond your depth. Take your feet off the bottom. Take a risk. And David Bowie said the same. Always go a little further into the water than you feel you're capable of. Otherwise, how will we know about infinite possibility? Anyway, leaving you here with this gorgeous, gorgeous sight. Look, Rosie's in conversation with somebody else. Anyway, good luck to her. Oh yeah, it's been a bit of a trek in the snow, you're right. Anyway, great to see you all. Sorry I didn't put it on the Facebook page. See you next Friday at 3 p.m. and much love to you, whatever you're doing, and a lot of tenderness. And remember that this global family of, what is it, the impetus to awaken, really. To really evolve our consciousness, to be much more than our egos and our bodies, and to feel the connection and that all is one. Much love to you. Oh, okay, Rebecca Lynn, I'll have a look at that later. Fantastic. Yeah. Remember, it's not about what we do, it's about what we are. Mwah. Bye.